Good evening. I'd like to call this meeting of your Westland City Council to order. We will begin tonight's meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Councilwoman Emily Bauman. Thank you, Councilwoman Bauman, for leading us in the pledge. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Councilwoman Bauman? Here. Councilman Hart?
Here.
Councilman Hornbuckle?
Present.
Councilwoman Rakowski?
Present.
Councilman Wishart?
Here.
Pro Tem Sampe?
Here.
President McDermott?
Here.
A quorum is present.
Okay, we have no special announcements and presentations this evening, so we will now move on to the consent calendar and comments on the agenda. So this section will allow members of the public at the beginning of the meeting to address council regarding items that are on tonight's business agenda. Questions asked may be responded to during the agenda item following a motion in support of your city council. Is there anyone on my left? Comments on the agenda? Oh, were they? No. Oh, nobody told me they were here. Oh, I'm sorry. Nobody told me that you guys were. I'm sorry. We're going to, I guess, walk that back and allow the county to come up and speak. I do apologize about that.
Okay.
Hello, how are you? So I'm Stephanie Richards, your Wayne County Western Wayne Community Liaison, representing Wayne County Sheriff's Office. A couple announcements that I have for you guys today. Just wanted to let you know kind of what I am doing in the Wayne and Westland areas. One, I just had a meeting with Maria Mitter, I believe this is the school board. We're working together to come up with a back-to-school initiative or work with the schools to try to come in and talk to the kids about safety and anything that may be concerning them right now. So just want to let you guys know about that. That's forthcoming. Also, the Wayne County Sheriff's Office, we're getting ready to launch a Citizens Academy. We would love to have at least 2 people representing each city or township. So more information to that. It's going to start in September, but they're finalizing like the application and the welcome package. So as soon as that comes, I'll send it out to you guys also. But if you could think of anyone, you yourself or someone that you could recommend, I would love to be able to get that started. It's an 8-week program, once night a week, 3 hours. They would come, and then at the end of that, they would, graduate, and then they would be able to share their concerns and get firsthand knowledge what's going on in the city and be able to take direct concerns to leadership themselves. So just want to kind of let you know about that. And lastly, I had the great pleasure of attending the beer barbecue event this past Friday. And I told the sheriff that was really mean to send me there, knowing all that barbecue was going to be there, knowing I'm on a weight loss journey. But it was a wonderful thing, and I just wanted to tell you what was going on. So thank you much for allowing me to speak.
Great, thank you, and thank you for coming out to Blues Brews, too. Okay, now I think we will get to citizens' comments on the agenda. I do apologize about that. Is there anyone on my left? Yes, Mr. Warren.
I don't see anybody here from DPS, so, well, my question of number 2, so that this cross-connection control program, I understand what backflow is, but I don't understand the cross-connection control part of that. Also, number 4, this approval with SIMCOG, Planning Assistant Grant for Norway Neighborhood Redevelopment and Revitalization Plan. I'd like to get some more information on that. Thank you.
You are welcome. Is there anyone on my right? Anyone else in the audience wishing? Yes, Ms. Filzetti.
Evening. I was actually wondering if we could get some additional information for item G for the adoption of resolution in supporting of home partnership program. It looks like a pretty simple statement, but I'm just wondering the extent of the adoption of support. What does that mean? So, thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else in the audience? Comments on the agenda? Okay, seeing and hearing none, we will move on to the consent calendar. Is there a motion?
So moved. Support.
There's a motion by Councilwoman Rakowski, supported by Councilman Hornbuckle. Both you guys said the same. Councilman Hornbuckle, are there any changes to the consent calendar?
Yes, please. Per public comment, I would like to move item G to new business.
There's a motion on the floor to move item G to new business, supported by Councilwoman Baumann. Okay, Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Councilwoman Baumann.
Yes.
Councilman Hart.
Yes.
Councilman Hornbuckle.
Yes.
Councilwoman Rakowski.
Yes.
Councilman Wishart.
Yes.
Pro Tem Sampe.
Yes.
President McDermott.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Okay, now back to the consent calendar as amended. Are there any other changes to the consent calendar? Any other changes to the consent calendar? Any dissent? Any dissent? Seeing and hearing none, motion passes.
Council has approved the following consent calendar items: purchase of 12 Clemis tablets for the fire department, total amount not to exceed $39,710.90. Purchase of 14 Cradle Point routers for the fire department, total amount not to exceed $21,984.48. Added service proposals from Sidcott Group for architectural services required for the fire station number 2 in the amount of $14,100. Bid for professional sprinkler installation services at the Jefferson Barnes Community Vitality Center. To renew the upgrade of the city's existing BSNA software for special assessment and tax modules. Term of this renewal shall be for a 1-year period. Approval of service subscription renewals with Civic Rec, Civic Pay, and Document Management. Oh, excuse me, that was the last item on the voucher. on the consent calendar. And now we will move to payment of voucher.
Is there a motion?
Support.
Motion by Councilwoman Rakowski, supported by Councilman Hart. Is there anything from the maker?
No.
Anything from the supporter? Any discussion from the council? Any dissent? Any dissent? Hearing and seeing none, motion passes.
New business item number 1, approval of minutes of regular meeting held July 21, 2025.
There's a motion by Councilwoman Baumann, support by Councilman Hornbuckle. Any discussion from the maker? Any discussion from the supporter? Any other discussion from the council? Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Councilwoman Baumann.
Yes.
Councilman Hart.
Abstain due to absence.
Councilman Hornbuckle.
Yes.
Councilwoman Rakowski.
Yes.
Councilman Wishart.
Yes.
Pro Tem Sampe.
Yes.
President McDermott.
Yes.
Motion passes. New business, item 1A, formally consent calendar item G, adoption of resolution in support of home partnership funding.
Is there a motion?
Yes. Moved. Support.
There's a motion by Councilwoman Rakowski. There is support by Pro Tem Sampe. We did have a question on this agenda item, if the director wanted to take that.
Yes, thank you, Council President. The Home Partnership Program is funded by the federal government. This year, the city received $230,000 under the Home Partnership Program, and City Council approved at the first meeting in May the expenditures of those funds. We actually fund 4 programs under the Home Partnership Program: down payment assistance for first-time home buyers, homeowner rehabilitation for folks who need more extensive rehabilitation in their homes, again, for low to moderate income homeowners, our administrative expenses, and then the last is our partnership with the Wayne Westland Community Schools Building Trades Partnership, where the students build the house and we provide the funds to purchase the materials and the trades. In the current federal budget process, which is just in the process, no decisions have been made, the president's proposal is to zero out this program altogether. The House of Representatives proposal is to zero out this program altogether, but I am very happy to say that the Senate's proposal is to maintain the program at current level funding. This resolution is simply in support of the Home Partnership Program, sharing how it is beneficial to the residents of Westland as well as to the residents of all the people in our country that are able to benefit from these programs. And also I should share that also one other thing that we do fund is our Community Housing Development Organization, which is the Liberator Development Group, which is currently, right now they're building 2 houses in the Norwayne subdivision that will be sold to first-time homebuyers at an affordable price with down payment assistance.
Okay, thank you, Director Campbell. Was there anything from the maker?
No, thank you.
Anything from the supporter?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to Joanne for explaining that. I know that you guys have done quite a few houses thus far, and has allowed a lot of students to participate in the building of a home. So it allows for the skilled trades. It allows for them to experience a real life build. So I'm in complete support of this. I hope that it does not go away. So I would encourage my colleagues to support this, just to take a stand to say that, we're supporting our community and we're supporting those that, have been going through hard times, and gives them an opportunity to have an affordable house as a first-time home buyer. So I hope that we can support this today.
Thank you, Pro Tem. Any other discussion from the council? Yes, Councilwoman Baumann.
I just want to say, I had reached out to Director Campbell and a whole bunch of other people too as well, because I was very curious about this. I had a lot of questions about it. And so I will say that, yes, that's what I exactly shared, was that the president's proposal and the House's proposal is to eliminate. The Senate right now is not, and so they are deliberating on it. I also got some information from other states as well, who are doing similar things. So that was something that I was able to, with reaching out to because I was like, okay, I want to see all sides, and this is an important thing to say, okay, what is this doing? What is it going on? Because there's, not that I don't, because I appreciate Director Campbell immensely, and that she's put this forward and what she does for our community, but I think it's also important to do due diligence, and so I was like really making sure that I got that, and I had appreciated it, because I was like, if anything came up, I wanted to know, too. So I am in support of it tonight. I just wanted to kind of share that this was, it does, sometimes you do have to go a little, dig a little deeper, I guess, is what I usually say. So, but I wanted to thank you, Director Campbell, for putting this forward.
Thank you, Councilwoman Baumann. Any other discussion from the council? Yes, Councilman Hornbuckle.
Yeah, I just wanted to add, I'll definitely be supporting this, but I just have some questions, just to clarify that we've been doing this in Westland for almost 35 years, correct? Yeah, 1991 was what I had, and since that time, we impacted hundreds of family, and I believe this is a great program because right now with the house market being the way it's being, building affordable houses for people right here in our city is a great opportunity. Also educational for our young men and women to get some hands-on experience building a house. So I totally be supporting this. Like I said, it's been around for about 35 years. We done already helped hundreds of families, and I hope this goes through so we can support 100 more families right here in Westland. So thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Hornbuckle. Any other discussion from the council? I will just say, too, that, thank you, Director Campbell, for all your work in getting this together, too. I think it's critically important at a time like this where they're trying to hollow out housing funding, especially at a time when housing costs have risen so exponentially, not even, just since the pandemic, but even in pre-pandemic, to have a resolution like this in support of the home program and in support of affordable housing. So thank you, Director Campbell. Did you have something else you wanted to add? Yes, go ahead.
So this is timely and good to share, so why not, right? So the House and the Senate's proposal for the Community Development Block Grant Program is to retain that program at current levels as well. So hopefully there will be negotiations still, but the last time I shared any kind of information with you, it wasn't as positive, and so we can anticipate the CDBG program definitely to be funded.
Great. Thank you, Director Campbell. All right. And is there any dissent? Any dissent? Hearing and seeing none, motion passes.
New business, item 2, approval of professional services agreement from Hydro Corp for cross-connection control program and backflow prevention services. Term of agreement shall be for a 2-year period, not to exceed $113,000 annually.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Support.
Motion by Councilwoman Rakowski, supported by Councilman Wishart. Is there any discussion from the maker?
Thank you, Council President. We had an inquiry from the public about what a cross-connection control program entails. So if there's anybody available, and I'm not sure that there is,
Director Smith can.
maybe Director Smith
Yeah.
could, that would be greatly appreciated.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Director Smith, floor is yours.
Yes, thank you. Through the chair, so the Cross Connection Program, we've been doing this program for a number of years for the commercial side. However, through the state of Michigan, it's now a requirement for the residential houses. So what this contract does is it adds the residential part of the Cross Connection program. Jim is here from HydroCorp. I don't know if he can, if you want to add anything to what the Cross Connection program is looking for.
If you want to come up to the microphone and speak.
Council President, may I?
I'll let you ask him.
Okay.
I'm Jim Clevenger with HydroCorp, and I know Doug and some of those guys couldn't be here tonight, so I was asked if I could attend the meeting just to maybe answer any questions. I mean, real simple, a cross connection, I'll read it from the brochure, is an actual or potential connection between the safe drinking water supply and a source of contamination or pollution. So when you're doing cross-connection control inspections, that's what you're looking for. I mean, it can be in process facilities in factories to as simple as a hose in a mop sink. So that's the kind of thing you're looking for. And as far as the backflow, that's why we're looking to make sure there's proper backflow prevention devices and that they are tested and working, is in a nutshell what the program provides.
Councilwoman?
Thank you. So I think you got the crayons out for me. And I'm familiar with backflow because being in real estate, we all have to put them on our outdoor spigots,
sure.
right? It's that kind of thing. And the cross-connection control program then is just the program that's identifying those
Correct.
backflow needs. Okay, so
Yes.
that cross-control program isn't another kind of mechanism
No,
necessarily?
it's just the implementation of the program.
So we're
the
preventing.
inspections.
I thank you. Thank you for the third grade level there. Thanks for breaking
Thank
out the
you.
crayons for me.
Anything from the supporter? Okay, Councilman Hart?
Oh, no, I turned my light on and you started to explain it, so I was going to ask for the third grade version, but my colleague successfully extracted that information, so I'm good, Council President.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Any other discussion from the council? Any dissent? Any dissent? Hearing and seeing none, motion passes.
New business item 3, purchase of 2 replacement F-150 pickup trucks for the Department of Public Service.
Is there a motion? Motion by Councilman Rakowski, supported by Councilman Wishart. Any discussion from the maker?
Not at this time.
Okay. Anything from the supporter? All right. Any other discussion from the council? Yes.
I'm not sure who to direct this to the administration. Who wants to take this?
Well, you should ask the question and then we'll decide.
Well, I know that well, thank you, Mayor. Probably would be helpful. I know that we had purchased, through the chair to whoever wants to take this, we had purchased Silverados in the past, and I think we're mixed with F-150s. I am a Ford family, so I'm not hating this, but I was just curious what the notion was to switch from Silverados to the F-150 pickups.
We can talk to DPS staff and get back to you.
Okay, so no one can answer tonight?
We don't have
Okay.
Director El Garib here or Director Morton, so we will note that and get an answer on Silverados versus F-150s. Anything else?
No, I guess that would be it then.
Okay. And is there any other discussion? Yes, Councilman Hornbuckle.
Yeah, thank you. I just had I already asked earlier, but I just want to, because some residents asked me the question. It says replace two F-150s, so 2 are going out of commission, and the plan is to resell them and recoup money from them, or is there some other activity happening?
Could we defer to our finance director?
Yeah, Director Smith, absolutely.
Yes, through the chair. So these 2 are not proposed to be traded in. So the prices you see do not include a trade. So they're either going to be repurposed within the DPS or they will be sold. So I don't think the determination has been made yet, so.
Okay, great, thank you. Anything else?
Well, and when that determination comes back to council, let us give us an update, or is just whatever happens, happens?
Through the chair, we can update council on that once it happens, yes.
Okay, thank you.
You have something else?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Through the chair, I guess to Director Smith. So for the replacement F-150s, we are hiring ordinance officers. So we're supposed to be hiring 4 ordinance officers per our budget. So are we able to use these vehicles for the ordinance officers, or is that something in consideration?
Through the chair, yes, that is one of the considerations right now, yes.
All set? Okay. Any other discussion from the council? Any dissent? Hearing and seeing none, motion passes.
New business item 4, approval of SEMCOG Planning Assistance Grant for a Norwayne Neighborhood Redevelopment and Revitalization Plan. The city shares $6,171.
So moved.
Support.
There's a motion by Councilwoman Rakowski, supported by Councilman Hart. Is there any discussion from the maker?
Thank you.
welcome.
Through the chair to Director Ayub, obviously, there's a sentence here explaining what it is, but could you give a brief overview for the public, of just kind of how that's going to impact the Norwayne community?
Sure.
I'd
and
appreciate it.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
that. And Mr. Warren, thank you for your interest and question as well. SEMCOG, for those at home and those of you who don't know, is our regional planning and coordinating agency. So a lot of what they do is transportation, but a lot of other stuff that they do is coordinate and also funnel money through from the federal or state governments for grants and things like that. So one of the only planning assistance grants out there that I'm aware of and that the city has received in the past is this SEMCOG Planning and Technical Assistance Grant. We received it my first year here for some pedestrian safety campaign that we worked with the police department on. This year, late last year, the mayor's office approached me in wanting to study Norwayne in terms of specifically its infrastructure and the lack of the potential for development and to add single-family dwellings specifically in the neighborhoods as infill development, and that the infrastructure cannot support that type of infill development that we want to see there for reinvestment purposes. So I said, okay, one-person planning department. So this came along towards the beginning of the year, and I coordinated with Laura, who's been working on our master plan, to help us apply for this grant. We were successful. It's not a lot of money. There was a highly competitive process this year. This grant opened up in 2019, and it's an annual grant. They've awarded up to $3 million since then. So they did not fund any community at its fullest ask. We were awarded this $34,000 figure, and we feel confident that we can at least, with the help of engineering, the Norwayne Citizens Council and Jefferson Barnes, at a minimum, study the infrastructure there and come up with an alternative plan on how to support it through our CIP process as the years go on, and maybe a little bit more as well. The scope hasn't been developed, agreed upon, or set in stone, but that's something we're hoping to work on with the administration, Joanne, and the Norwayne Citizens Council. Early, obviously, on, we just were notified about a couple weeks ago that we were awarded this grant, so just asking for your support to proceed with this project and award us the $6,000 for the local match. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Ayub. One of the things that has been brought forward to council on a number of occasions is the fact that the ditches and culverts in that area are in disarray. And so I would imagine that probably would lean towards infrastructure, or at least in my mind it does. And so I would just like to advocate that that be something that might be part of the scope of the project, is how to get those in better working order so that there's not as much flooding in the area.
Sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Anything else from the council? Any other discussion? Any dissent? Any dissent? Hearing and seeing none, motion passes. Okay, we will now move on to public comment. Everyone speaking before the council shall do so in a civil manner. Speakers should refrain from abusive or profane remarks, vulgar language, disruptive outbursts, threats, racial slurs, or other conduct that interferes with the orderly conduct of the business meeting. Personal attacks on council members, the administration, city staff, other speakers, or members of the public do not promote civil discourse. Comments shall be directed to the chair and not to people in the audience. The chair shall call to order any person who is being disorderly by speaking when not having been recognized by the chair or is being disruptive to the proceedings. If any person, after being called to order, continues to be disorderly, creating a public 13 disturbance, the chair may order that person be removed from the meeting immediately. Is there anyone on my right? Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Renee Lawfield. I live off Ralph Street. This is about my neighbor's tree. I have talked to the mayor, and he put me with this gentleman, I can't remember his name. They said they would come out and check it. He had somebody check it. The tree is still standing. It drops these little balls that are pokey up and down my driveway. You step on them, you almost twist your ankle. His sidewalk in 2 places is lifted very high, so anybody who walks their children is very upset because the sidewalk, you practically go down as you're coming off of it. So I was just wondering, they said that he's had somebody come out and check it. They did not leave a note. This gentleman, my neighbor, at 36622 Ralph, he works. So for him to get a hold of someone, because I've gave him the mayor's number, I've called the mayor, and he cannot get a hold of anybody. So I just would like to know how this would be addressed, because I do not want to be sued when somebody gets hurt on these little balls with pokies.
Sure.
There's several of them.
Absolutely. And does your neighbor want the tree removed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He said he
we'll-
would
We'll get him in touch with DPS.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you very much.
Did you want to address that? Yeah, real quick. Did you want to?
Could you step to the back and talk to the deputy mayor? Oh, you have her number? Yeah. Okay,
you
we'll
have
we'll
my
give you a
number?
call.
I have pictures I can
But let's
show.
make sure we have your number so we can follow
And I
up.
can show him pictures.
have a question for the,
Yes.
Thank you.
ma'am? Sorry, I didn't catch that. The tree, is it on the city side of the
It's on
street?
the city side.
Okay, thank you very much.
There's 2 of them.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Is there anyone on my left? Yes, Aaron.
Well, good evening, everybody. Aaron Anderson, the CERT, Westland CERT coordinator, if you will. Just a quick little shout out, very brief. I want to extend my sincerest gratitude to the Westland City Council and the emergency manager, Chief Stamper, for their trust and support in allowing me to lead the CERT team in charge in getting our team up and running. A huge thank you also goes out to all the new members who have joined the team and to everyone who came out to support us at the Blues, Brews, and Barbecue event. Your enthusiasm and commitment are what will make this program a success. For anyone in the community, because I had a lot of questions about it over the weekend, who is interested in joining our team or learning more, please visit the City of Westland's official website. Simply search for CERT, Community Emergency Response Team, or CERT. Click on the first result that'll pop up. About halfway down is a video that explains what CERT is, and if you are interested, something that you're looking to do. Again, a lot of questions came up about it. At the very bottom of the page is going to be the link and application for this. We are very much open. We're hoping additional council members will come in as well, I'm just saying. And we are looking for everything from people to do administration. We've had inquiries with people that are also fellow first responders asking, and as well ham radio licensed operators and everything in between. So I just want to put that out there. And again, thank you through the chair and the city council for your guys' support with this program. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you too, Aaron. Okay, is there anyone on my right? And finally, anyone on my left? Mr. Warren.
Yes, good evening. I've become to notice that between the 2 communities, the North Wayne and the Carver subdivision, and possibly Annapolis Park, any recommendations that they make for things to get done over there, we pretty much have to pull teeth. But when some other entities ask for it, it just slides right on through council, it just slides right on through. I had to practically raise hell and try to get these sidewalks done. And they're still not done correctly. So I'm just noticing that. And to the mayor, your statement on the Facebook about the discrimination and everything, And I see some remarks on Facebook about a lot of folks talking about keeping Westland white. I think you need to make a stronger statement other than Facebook in regards to how you see things going in Westland in regards to race relations. Because it's becoming an issue, as you know, in the nation, and it's becoming an issue here. So my notice is that seems like our representation is not respected enough. And that's troubling to me and troubling to people in my community. And so I would, maybe we need to sit down and talk about it and see what you can do, because all of the things that we request, it seems that it floats over council's head, and they say, well, we got to it too late. Too late. Too late, Mr. Warren, too late. And that's too late's been going on for 2 or 3 years. But I just want to point out that we're a community, and we're trying to keep ourselves revitalized just like anybody else over there. The federal government sends you money in regards to the status of our community, okay? And so if it's some program that you want to keep our community down while you keep getting money, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. We got some good letter writers in our community, and they can write letters to the federal government HUD too. So I would just like to take some time and see what direction that we're going in, and maybe we can come to some kind of resolution, because council pretty much hasn't come through for us, and we have to be argumentative to get you to come through. You're saying no, or I must be telling something wrong. But anyway, we'll look into that, okay?
Thank you. Anyone on my right? And anyone on my left? Yes, Ms. Worm.
Good evening, everyone. Christina Worm, Norrain citizen, proud chair of Norrain Community Citizens Council. Wanted to say thank you so much, Blues, Brews, and Barbecue. Volunteering for this event is always an absolute breeze and an absolute joy. Thank you, Council President McDermott, for volunteering some of your time on behalf of Norrain Citizens Council. Devin and Kyle and the Rangers, they're always quick to respond and help us anytime we need help, and it always, like I said, goes flawlessly. So thank you again for the opportunity to be able to volunteer and help run this event for the city. Also have we have 2 events coming up in Norrain this Friday. We have our backpack giveaway. It's our family movie night as well, so everyone is welcome to come and attend and just mix and mingle with the community. We're going to have Inside Out 2 is going to be our movie on the lawn. And again, like I said, you're all invited. September 6th, we have our Rosie Tea fundraiser, and it's Rosie Beyond the Rosie, so we're going to look more at the woman of Rosie. So we're going to be accepting baskets for donations, and thank you last year for you guys being able to help out with that, and we're going to be selling tickets for that. You're all more than welcome to come, and I'll have the flyer sent out to all of you if you would like to support us. One other thing, we do have 2 picnic tables that have been removed from our pavilion at Cayley Park. Supposedly there is some picnic park gang or picnic table gang. I don't know if the police department is aware of the picnic table gang. So 2 of our, this is what I was advised. So 2 of our tables were removed to protest this gang, and we would like for our tables to be returned either with concrete anchors or with chains to be able to hold them. We have chains on our picnic tables at Cayley Park's Pavilion, and so I would just like to have those returned. We have a lot of community members that have birthday parties there, baby showers. We have a lot of local groups and churches that will have like little quick summer programs for the kids. They'll come out and just have ice cream, snacks, these kinds of things that kind of pop up. And so we utilize those tables outside of, any nuisance within the neighborhood that we acquire from time to time. They are utilized and used within the neighborhood. So I am requesting for them to be returned. So that's all I have this evening, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Yep, thank you.
All right, anyone else in the audience? Yes, Ms. Dale.
Oops. Pardon me. Good evening, everyone. Ruth Dale. I live in the Cooper community, and tonight I wanted to share with you what I feel is an important facts about Cooper school history. It has been in continuous session for 189 years. It was named after the Cooper family of Nankin Township, and it at first was thought to be named after James Fenimore Cooper. We know there have been 5 different Cooper school buildings, all located along Ann Arbor Trail. The first Pioneer School was built in 1836 when Nankin Township was in its infancy. The second one-room frame, built in 1865, was used for 73 years, was sold at public auction for $150, moved, and sits today on Merriman Road. The third began as a one-room brick in 1938. Additions were added, and with overcrowding, busing at 3 different schools, and inadequate facilities, a much larger school was needed. The fourth Cooper School opened further down the trail overlooking Hines Parkway in 1966. Due to controversy over being built on a landfill, it closed in the spring of 1991 after only 25 years. The fifth and current Cooper School was a former junior high located across the trail from the fourth. Changes were necessary to convert it for the elementary age children, and the doors did open that year in the fall of 1991, and the Cooper School children remain within the Cooper community. In 1988, Cooper School was listed in the State Register of Michigan Historic Sites. A State of Michigan historical marker fronts on the trail in front of Cooper School. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ms. Dale. Anyone else in the audience? Okay, seeing and hearing none, we will close public comment and move on to comments from the administration. Mayor.
Thank you, Council President. I'd like to ask that the Deputy Mayor be recognized to answer Ms. Worm's question.
Deputy Mayor.
Thanks. Yes, I was notified this morning, actually, about the picnic tables being removed. Kyle's currently working to try and come up with a solution to being able to anchor them. So it's not that they've gone away for good, but we had to eliminate the stacking of picnic tables that was occurring every night out there, and we have to send a crew out every morning to, yeah. So we are looking for a solution. Just simply adding chains to them presents trip hazards if somebody's going through there. Okay, well, we're looking for solutions right now to try and make them so that they can't pick them up and physically stack them on top of each other again. All right.
Thank you. Thank you, Council President. Thank you, everybody. Good evening. First, I want to just say to Mr. Warren, I actually wasn't aware of any of these comments that you said you saw online, but if it's true, then that's very unfortunate that people are saying that about our community. We are a growingly diverse and changing community, I would say in a positive way. I'm very proud of our diversity in our city. I think that the unique communities coming together in one big city of Westland is a beautiful thing. I denounce any racism or bigotry that might be said online whatsoever. And I'm really proud to be mayor of our city. As far as getting things done for your neighborhood, I would say that we've worked well together so far. We've ordered more speed humps, which your part of Westland actually has more than any other neighborhood. We're working on more police patrols as far as speed goes in the neighborhood. I've asked our police department to do regular patrols on a daily basis. And of course, we're upgrading Stottlemyre Park and making other changes as well as time goes. And so sidewalks as well is something that you mentioned. We've worked with City Council. City Council funded a unique sidewalk upgrade program in the Carver subdivision. So we're really focused on every neighborhood in the city, but your neighborhood is just as important to us as any other. And certainly I feel passionate about making sure that every neighborhood is well represented here at City Hall. I'd also like to mention Blues, Brews, and Barbecue. I think it was a very successful event. We've actually doubled our revenue, at least on Friday, and I think almost doubled it on Saturday in the last 2 years. The attendance is up. The fireworks show is growing and bigger and better than ever. I'd like to personally thank all of the sponsors, all of the volunteers, all of the community groups that help out. I'd like to thank our City Council for their support of the event, our Downtown Development Authority. It takes a lot of people to make an event like that possible. It's really a tradition that kind of came out from the Westland Festival and became Blues, Brews, and Barbecue, and it's really continued for decades in our city. I think it's a beautiful thing. I'm proud to support it as mayor. I want to thank our police department for all of their great work in keeping it safe and orderly. I didn't hear of any issues whatsoever. Our firefighters were there, so I really appreciate them being there as well. Our DPS workers did a lot to set up. I want to thank John Whitson Associates, which is the group, the organizer group that we've partnered with to really grow the event as well. But I couldn't be more happy with how it turned out this year, and I just want to thank everybody for their participation. And of course, I got to thank the residents and then people who came from other communities to attend the event as well. I thought it was great. Thanks for coming out from the Sheriff's Office. We appreciate you supporting the event as well. So as you know, tomorrow, Tuesday, August 5th, is our primary election for City Council. City of Westland approved a new precinct realignment, which I know our new city clerk, and congratulations, Shannon. Yeah. I know you got my letter, but sincerely, I want to congratulate you. What an honor to serve as city clerk, so I wish you luck in your new position. I know you don't need it, though, because you know the job well. So, but you may have seen new precincts. I know cards were sent out from the city clerk's office, so there's no new polling locations, so please make sure to verify where you're going in advance, and just so people know, city offices will be closed tomorrow for the election. City Hall will be open for election business only. And then one more thing, our free Smooth Summer Nights concerts will return on August 7th and August 14th at Central City Park from 7 to 9 p.m. Bring your own lawn chair or blanket, and there will be food vendors on site. And that covers my list, but before I finish, a very special happy birthday to my friend and our planning commissioner, Deanna Stachow. Happy birthday, Deanna. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Anything from the city attorney's office this evening?
Nothing this evening, other than I've already gotten the new clerk's cell phone number programmed in, and now she's in trouble, so.
Okay, one thing I will advise on council comments, and I say this to myself too, knowing that I'm probably the biggest talker up here, we do have the election coming up tomorrow, so with respect to the clerk's time, if you could be brief during your council comments, I'm sure that she would greatly appreciate that and love to get home and get out of here. So we will start council comments tonight with Councilman Hart.
No comments from me. Beat that.
Okay. We'll hear from Councilwoman Rakowski next.
Same.
We'll hear from Councilman Wishart.
None.
Okay. We'll hear from Councilwoman Bauman.
Thank you. And no, I actually don't have any notes, so thanks.
Councilman Hornbuckle.
I got comments.
Okay. Yell at him, not me tonight.
I'm sorry, but I do have comments. I asked for an update on the sidewalk program. The sidewalk for Carter subdivision, I never got an update, so I just want to get an update on how that's going and when do we think that'll be done. Also, great event, Brew Brews and Barbecue. We already thank police, fire, But I want to give a really big shout out to DPS. Those ladies and gentlemen working late in the night to clean up everything and get the city back in order. So I want to make sure that they're recognized because, they are the late night shiny armor people that help our city be safe as well. So I want to make sure that they know that we appreciate them as well. And that's my comments for today.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. Pro Tem Sampe.
Yeah, you already know I'm going to talk. So I want to say happy birthday to Deanna. I actually had it written down, so I wanted to say happy birthday to you. I also wanted to thank the volunteers. A lot of organizations participate, and I know we're going to do the awarding of the checks coming up soon. DPS, I know it was covered. They do put in a lot of the hard setup and labor. I did see a few of them enjoying themselves, so that was great to see them enjoying Blues Brews. The first responders, our CERT team, thank you, Aaron, so much. I was going to plug this anywho, so if you go to the search bar, as Aaron had stated, type in CERT, C-E-R-T. There is an application that you'll be able to fill out, and thank you. I see Linda in the audience, I see Kim. I know that we have my two colleagues, and, Teresa's here too. Yes, and then we have the mini CERT. So thank you so much. It was great to have an extra eyes and ears and just supporting the event. So I really appreciate you guys, the sponsors and the vendors too. On the flip side, unfortunately, there were some issues that I had encountered. So our security, we had an issue last year with our security for the company, and we were told that they would give us their best people. Unfortunately, they gave us their worst people. So they had young girls on their phone in booty shorts and swearing, and they had large dogs in. There was individuals bringing KFC in and cupcakes, and it was not good by any means. And I know that there was individuals that were harassed as they walked in, made fun of. So I'm super disappointed how the security was ran this year, especially considering that we were told that they would bring back their best team. And then in terms of the spacing, I'm a little bit concerned because for those that did not know, there was a fire. One of our vendors, Chubb's Barbecue, unfortunately, because of how the vendor had set up the actual layout, there was a fire. They had paper underneath their setup, and Chubb's actually had a fire, and they were unable to participate on Saturday. So I would just ask, administration to look at this. I'm concerned about bringing John Witz back. There's some other concerns that local vendors came to me, said they weren't invited. They were really upset. Other vendors were pushed out. And then vendors said that they were priced out. So they had to pay $1,000 and then 12.5% of their sales. So I would just ask that we look at to make it more affordable for people. They had stated that they had to give the money right away. I don't know who they gave the money to, so I don't know. They said they gave it to John Witz, but I don't know. Was it given to them and then put in the bank? Like, that's a lot of money, a lot of cash every night. So I'm just concerned, just with some issues. I think that, it would behoove us to say that it was wildly successful. I think that we can make some meaningful changes. I think that we've made some good changes, but I'm concerned with the spacing, the lines that were cutting through and such. We did bring in some really good vendors, but I think we can push it out, make it bigger, space it out, and just, support our local businesses. I'm all about supporting our local businesses and bring them back, a good, wholesome Wesleyan festival. So I'm hoping that we can look at that next year. I know that the mayor and I are talking next week about a few things, so I'm hoping we can just make it really family-friendly and mitigate those issues. And then I know Christina had mentioned this, but I hope that everyone can come out on Friday. Last year, I had such a good time. And you guys do such a great event. The Norway Community Citizens Council, I plugged it last meeting, but thank you for doing what you do. You know, I left with just a new appreciation of just being humble and thankful for what we do have. A lot of families were leaving when I went last year, and they were crying because they were so thankful. School supplies are crazy expensive. So thank you, thank you, thank you. This Friday, 5:30, Jefferson Barnes, and stay for a movie and some hot dogs. So that's all for this evening. Be safe and kind with one another, and go out and vote tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Pro Tem. So I'm going to hold all my thank yous and congratulations, and I do have a lot of them from Blues, Brews, and Barbecue for the next meeting. And, you know, I'll just echo my colleague's sentiments. I'll be out there Friday for the Norway event, so please do come out, join us. It's always a great time. It's always great to see families get the help and support that they need so that their kids can start the school year off right. Hope you go out and vote. And with that, is there a motion to adjourn?